everybody. Welcome. It's Lady Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and please follow me on Twitch. Okay, on to our very first piece of newsy news. This is Nagisa Trout. So Nagisa Trout is a male Japanese virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI. So just to give you some context, we did talk about Trout back on October 11th when they were going on a notice of indefinite suspension. We haven't really heard much about this. However, new information has come out today. This is posted on Trout's Twitter/X account. It's translated by Google, so it's not going to be perfect, but at least it's something. So it says, about suspended memberships. I apologize for posting later during the hiatus. My membership will be temporarily suspended from Thursday, October 17th. Sorry for this sudden post. So what does that mean exactly? As we know, Trout is with NIJISANJI. NIJISANJI are very money hungry. So the fact that they are refusing money from fans is a little bit concerning because it could be one of three things. One, Trout is possibly not returning at all. So they're like, hey, we're not going to take people's money unless we know for sure. Two, Trout maybe is on a hiatus or a suspension for wrongdoing. Essentially, long story short, Niji is always wanting the money. So the fact that they're not wanting the money, something is suspicious about this hiatus. So we don't really have any more information as of yet, but this is something that just got released today. It's not really super clear. However, we know that Niji loves money. So the fact that they are canceling the memberships on YouTube is a little bit sus. On to our next piece of newsy news. This is Elira Pendora. Yes, we've talked about Elira on this channel before. Elira Pendora is a female virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI's First Wave Lazulite. Elira is famously known for the black screen stream. Obviously has been losing favor in the VTuber community for stuff that happened in February of this year. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Niji Sociopathy. And it says, abysmal viewership for Elira's birthday stream. So this particular user, they had just screenshotted Vantacrow, who is also from Niji, and then Elira is here. Okay. They're like, oh yeah, you know, Vantacrow is beating out Elira because Vantacrow's got 1,834 views, whereas Elira's got 1,729 views. This is what the screenshot at the time said. However, we need to keep in mind, guys, like this is just like a screenshot in time. Here, from this perspective, it looks like she didn't get a lot. If you actually go over to the YouTube video here, Elira's got 30K views. And this one, the Vantacrow one, they got around 20,000 views. Anyways, okay, let's see what the people on Reddit are saying. So the Toxic Corgi says, I watched it out of curiosity, and the whole stream felt like it was practically court-ordered by management, which makes sense with the song announcement. To the point that some ex-Niji comments about the way they promise and guilt-trip people with projects perfectly describe the stream and Niji encounter. Elira was literally streamed out of her room in the Niji offices because she and a few other girls were in Japan for recordings. The PC they were using to stream seemed like a regular office one, and she was only given the room for a few hours. Anna came by and brought a birthday cake. Management wouldn't let them light the candle due to fire hazard. Most Japanese corpo BS I ever heard, holy shoot. The two watched a special video her fan Discord made. Anna left because she was already late for something else with her family. Rosemi joined too, but was mostly muted. She sounded tired and was already streaming for 6 hours while battling a migraine, I believe. After the others left, she chatted for a bit and generally seemed exhausted. She low-key kind of threw shade at the company for her model freezing so much on their PC, which was funny. Overall, it was very low energy, and the whole thing felt like it was an obligation rather than a stream she wanted to do. From what we can piece together, not looking good over at NIJISANJI. It's very surprising for a streaming company to have their quote-unquote #1 VTuber to be like streaming on like a crappy PC. It just seems so strange. It's like you working at like a hot dog stand and not having any hot dogs. Like it's just very strange for a company that this is literally their job is entertainment, and they don't have like a PC that can handle it. I think it's just very strange. Long story short, her birthday stream, it went okay. Just want to let you know that that's what's happened in the world of Elira and NIJISANJI. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is posted on the Hololive subreddit, and this is posted by protagonist Jake. It says, Hololive fan artists on Twitter beware. Your art is forced to be used for AI learning now. So this is going to be a problem moving forward. Let's take a look here. It says X, formerly Twitter, just updated their end user license agreement to say that any media posted to the site is being used for their AI learning, such as Grok. There used to be a way to opt out, but with this new update, they have removed it. Me personally, I've opted out of this, but it doesn't really matter now because they're forcing it upon us. So it says, I personally started to try and follow every artist I know on Pixv or Blue Sky because a lot of people who have noticed this are understandably leaving. Very unnerving that this is something that's happening. This is the response that we're seeing on Twitter here. This is posted by Sheena and says, all the poor artists and content creators on Twitter. Prior to today, you could opt out of having your posts used for AI/generative training. The new amended terms and conditions have made it impossible to do so. Melting face. And then it says here, so it's just like a screenshot of the terms. By submitting, posting, or displaying content or through the services, you grant us a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free license with the right to sub-license to use, copy, reproduce, process, adapt, modify, publish, transmit, display, upload, download, and distribute such content in any and all media distribution methods now known or later developed for any purpose. That's wild. For clarity, these rights include, for example, curating, transforming, and translating. This license authorizes us to make your content available to the rest of the world and to let others do the same. You agree that this license includes the right for us to analyze text and other information you provide to otherwise provide, promote, or improve the services, including, for example, for use with training of our machine learning and artificial intelligence models, whether generative or another type. It's like, that's so vague. It says, so where do we go now? The idea of starting from scratch on another social media is so tedious. So this is really, really crazy. The fact that like, they're just like, yeah, whatever. If you want to be on here, we're using your stuff to train our AI. When they write these like terms of services, it's a little bit, it's like, okay, sure, you're not going to steal my stuff. And long story short, this sucks. It's not great what's happening here. So if you're wondering where everyone's going, so people are leaving Twitter en masse and they are joining Blue Sky. So Blue Sky is essentially from a person who had invented Twitter, sold it to Elon. They left and started Blue Sky. So Blue Sky is an alternative to Twitter. And Treya says, I keep getting messages and yeah, that's me. Made Mint is over at Blue Sky. She's waving here. Lime Malicious says, I'm here too if you prefer. It's quite exciting because sometimes I post things there and I don't post them on here and vice versa because I forget or I'm lazy. Takahana says, here we go. Fluff and Fox says, I am on the Blue Sky if things implode. Matara is here on Blue Sky. I also am on Blue Sky just because I will say this. A lot of VTubers are also moving over to Blue Sky, not just for moving over, but just to also claim the name because a lot of people were already starting to see some imposters as well, which is gross and not a vibe. But anyway, so if you are a VTuber, make sure to make your name over on Blue Sky as well, just to keep that safe. Blue Sky says, welcome to the 100K plus people who have joined Blue Sky in the last 12 hours. Maybe people are not happy that AIs are being trained based on their old tweets. 100K new people in 12 hours. You can tell that people are just kind of really fed up with Twitter. And people are saying, Blue Sky, can I marry you? Thanks, I hate Twitter. Down with Twitter. This is just a funny meme about it. Starting November 15th, Grok AI is mandatory. It cannot be turned off. Block accounts can now view your posts. And then artist VTuber is like, ooh, Blue Sky's looking pretty good. So anyways, long story short, if you want to follow your Oshis, make sure to go over to Blue Sky and follow them there too. I don't know what's going on, guys. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, the big juggernauts are going through what the tech industry calls shitification. The thing is, competitors open up and people leave when they're fed up. So anyways, even a well-established platform, if they piss off people enough, people will leave. So anyways, just make sure you're following your Oshis on here as well. Just if you want to make sure that if you're like, oh man, they haven't posted on Twitter in a long time, likely they're moving over to bluer skies. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. Speaking of Twitter being dumb, there's been some changes here too. So this is a screenshot that I posted here. So my tweet says, this is a really dumb change. Yes, it's true. You can easily bypass a block. by going like incognito. But really, I would prefer the 3 people I've blocked to remain blocked. I don't want them anywhere near me. The screenshot I posted, it says block is changing soon. If your posts are set to public, accounts you have blocked will be able to view them, but they will not be able to engage. For more control over who can see your posts, you can still protect your account. So when they say protect your account, what they mean is they're like, hey, you can set your account to private. However, if you are, I don't know, a VTuber who needs people to see things, why would you do that? The fact that they're getting rid of this block is really terrible. It's very stupid. I hate it. But I'm not the only person who hates it. All right. So this is Sayu. Sayu is an independent virtual YouTuber. Sayu used to be with NIJI under a different name, but is now indie under Sayu. Okay. So why are we talking about Sayu and the block button? Well, let's take a look-see. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Last Power, and it says, poor Wayu, she doesn't deserve to be insulted like this over the smallest thing. So this is a screenshot of Sayu's Twitter/X account. Sayu says, I'm actually so sad hearing about the changes to the block feature here. There are a lot of people who used to harass me over any little thing I say or do on things completely unrelated to content creating even. And I'm just very disappointed, angry, and I don't want to deal with all that again. It's true. It's true. Because like, you don't block people for no reason. You block people because they're just like, listen, like this is not, we are not vibing together, or like this person just has like different set of things that I don't agree with. There's a reason why the block button exists, right? Let's see what the good people on Reddit got to say. Renee says, because he got blocked by so many people and couldn't handle not seeing their comments, he's doing this change. It's just before with all the likes all over again. What a POS. Hot Dog Man says, new block feature is pretty bad. It's like, what's the point of blocking if they can see your post, screenshot it, and use it against you when you're at your lowest? 100% agree. Bill Lake says, I mean, aunties were probably making alt accounts to see her tweets anyway, so change to the block feature won't really change anything in her case. I mean, yes, but at the same time, it's like you had to make that additional effort to go into incognito and all that stuff. A little bit crazy. So here's some more. And then Sunny Explosion says, what did I miss? Why are we all leaving Twitter all of a sudden? Thank God, by the way. And then Gorgonzola says, Elon changing the block function to let them see your post. As you can imagine, this is the reason for the VTuber mass exodus from Twitter. So just make sure you follow your Oshis on Blue Sky, just to make sure you don't miss anything, okay? But yeah, dang, this is, man, this two L's. It sucks. There's the AI training and the block feature being removed. Why are they ruining a good thing? Anyways. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Hako's Bales. People just call her Bae. A female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. And this is Ina, and she is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. This is just to give you context. This is from October 9th. Hi guys, have a bit of bad news. I really tried and I fought for it, but due to the company's internal logistical issues, I will not be able to post on social media, stream, etc. until further notice. So this was the visa issue that Hololive had. This is a video. It says, Bae saw Ina IRL and gives an update on her. So let's take a listen.
Oh, nights ago, a bunch of us went to Callie's place for a little girls' night. I saw Ina.
Yay! Woo!
And Wawa as well. I surprised Ina. I made Ina a box of my egg fried rice, which she has told me gets the Ina seal of approval. Ina's doing great. Ina's doing good, guys. Don't worry. She'll be back. Don't you worry.
All right, so that's good. So that's great. That's great news that Ina has been spotted and she's doing okay and she will be back. So this is posted on Ina's Twitter/X account. Ina says, update, I can touch my toes. Update 2, stream on the 18th at 14 o'clock PT. So that is incredible. So that means that she's able to come back to streaming. So which is awesome. So she's landed back in her country. She's able to stream. As for when she's going back to Japan, it's not super clear because I'm not sure if this stream is happening where she lives or back in Japan. But anyways, woo woo, that's excellent. So if you are a fan of Ina, not to worry, she's coming back on the 18th. On to our next piece of newsy news. This is Kyo Kaneko, who was a male virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI 6-Wave Illunia. So Kyo became Quinn Bennete. And then this is Zion Lanza, who was a female English virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI 7th Wave Exiol. And then, as we know, Zion has become Sayu. Okay, so why am I telling you all this? This post on the Kurosanji subreddit, and this is posted by Tip Rupp, says, here is the magical Quinn stream y'all were talking about. He said he did talk with Sayu, and now they're okay-ish with each other. Yet he goes on a 10-minute tangent about her crying how she doesn't deserve support because she liked a post saying F Kyo. Then he proceeds to say it's weird people were defending Sayu when she was doxxed and didn't condemn her when she made an SA joke. Well, first off, people effing harassed her the hell and back for that joke. Is it not enough? Second off, how effing dare he compare an edgy joke to doxing? Like, sure, he immediately backpedaled, but how could he even think about something as demented as this? So here it is. Proof Quinn is a petty individual angry that Sayu is getting more support than him and his hot dog sucking buddy Hex. Not proof he doxed her, but proof that he is, in fact, a poop head, just how I always said he was. Okay, so let's take a listen. This is just a 38-second clip from like a 10-minute video. So let's take a listen.
I'm saying they just grandstand about random shit because they like one person over the other. Like, you're okay defending jokes about someone getting violated, but you're not okay with like someone being like doxxed. Like, one is not any better than the other. I mean, low-key, I think a bad tasted joke is a lot more forgivable than doxing someone. I agree.
Yes.
But also, it's like, how are you so willing to like facilitate the acceptance of one thing to weaponize it to make something else unaccepted? You know?
All right, so let's see what the people on Reddit got to say. Tuna Eyeball says, in that VOD, he calls Sayu a psychopath, 30-year-old picking on a 19-year-old, and still goes on to say they hashed it out. What in the hell kind of backhanded stuff is this? No wonder he deleted the VOD. You do not get to say you have buried the hatchet only to badmouth other said person in the same breath. His long-winded rant about Sayu is disgusting. On the 4chan thread, people noted how he keeps bringing up that he was 19 and Sayu was 30. Similarly, around the same time of Solen's shock, there were individuals, if not the same person, on VTuber subreddit who kept bringing that up as an argument. I can believe there is ego surfing afoot. OP says, link to the archive of the entire thing if anyone is interested. He starts talking about a psycho 30-something-year-old lady at the 38-minute timestamp. This is from the 48-minute timestamp into the stream. And Slavic says, I feel like it's been pretty obvious for a few months now that Quinn's an a-hole. A lot of us just don't care about him. And Rain says, if you have friends like Dumbo39 Daff, you are most likely not worth anyone's time anyway. So what do you think about what Quinn said in this? Let me know in the comments below. This is Korone. She's a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. She's one of my favorite Oshis. So why are we talking about Korone? Well, guys, Korone has had some very interesting developments here. So this is posted on Korone's Twitter/X account. And it says, the racing Korone has been unveiled. So it's her in her little like suit. It's super cute. And it says, Korone's next appearance will be in the Super Taiyaku race in Okayama, which will be held on the October 26th and 27th. If you like, please go and support us. So anyway, so this is a video on Korone's channel. We're not going to play all of it, obviously, but like I'm just going to step through some of it so you can kind of see. So this is like her announcing the model, which is super awesome. And then this is her at the track. So she's there, like here's her little plushie and with the different cars. And here she is watching people, you know, drive past, which is super cute. But yeah, there you go. So if you are a big fan of Korone, go check out this new suit that she's got. And also go watch her on October 26th. There you go. How cute is that? All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Bao. Bao is a female Vietnamese American VTuber, and she is independent. So why are we talking about Bao? Well, guys, Bao is setting some rules for her IRL stream. So this is posted on her Twitter/X account. Bao says, in a few days, I'll be doing an IRL stream in Japan. Some rules for clippers. 1, please no spicy thumbnails with zoomed in parts of my body. 2, you must wait 24 hours from the end of the stream to post clips. 3, no spicy clickbait titles. This is normal PG friendly stream. I've been seeing an influx of clippers towing the line and it's kind of uncomfy. Bao continues to say, this is just mostly for the clippers that 1, straight up lie about what happened in the clip/stream to make it seem like I just filmed a spicy video. 2, will use random ass or face pic that isn't even from the stream as a thumbnail. 3, use IRL pics as a thumbnail. You know who you are. So Bao is not happy. So when Bao goes to Japan, and if you are a Bao clipper, please make sure to keep these rules in mind. Obviously, the internet is like the Wild West. You can ask someone to do something, but it doesn't mean they're going to comply. People, especially Clipper channels, they thrive on making clips that people will click on. So like you can kind of understand, you know, the algorithm made me do it. But at the same time, it's like, this is a person. They just want to enjoy their trip. And obviously, don't make it weird, guys. Don't make it weird. Okay. Anyways, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Okayu, and Okayu is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. So why are we talking about Okayu? Well, we got some fun news about Okayu. This is posted on Twitter/X account, and it says, Okayu's visual novel game, Okayu Noom production decision with Entergram. I will do my best as the lead actor and supervisor. So essentially, long story short, Okayu is getting a game, and it is the same developer who did Aqua's game Aquarium. If you are a big fan of Okayu, that is something amazing to look forward to. So there you go. All right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. However, I do have someone for the VTuber Spotlight. This is NyankoPankoTanko. So NyankoPankoTanko, they are a Turkish Angora culinary catastrophe. So this is really interesting. So NyankoPankoTanko, one of the things that they have on their stream is called the Productivity Power Hour. This particular creator has an amazing voice, but also like during the Power Hour, they play like really invigorating like songs that like really just get you like, you know, be like, if you got to accomplish something, you just put this on in the background. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do something. Like, anyways, it's really interesting. And also the visuals that NyankoPankoTanko has, I don't know if you can see this. This is pretty hilarious. So anyways, I'm not gonna play the music just in case of copyright. Some of the beats that they play are pretty awesome. So if you're feeling like, man, I just need some energy, make sure to put on the Productivity Power Hour from Yangpang Radio. They have an amazing radio voice. Just see if I can get you like a little bit of a listen here.
Perfect timing for the ad break too, actually. On top. Right when you said that.
Anyway, so go follow NyankoPankoTanko on Twitch and on Twitter as well. Who knows? I'm not sure if they're on Blue Sky just yet, but maybe follow them there too. All right, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join my Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!